confluence of the three rivers is Acrisure Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Syracuse Orange. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
Yeah, and they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games.
He's got enough to give Syracuse the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Running inside, it's Miller. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Caught on the RPO. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Long way to go on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angeli. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So Pittsburgh's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Mason Heinzel, tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. From the gun, it's Turner. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Yates. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Fires to the middle. Right side, it's Yates. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Straight ahead, it's Turner fighting off the defender. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride him again. Touchdown, Pitt! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll return it. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Steve Angeli. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll need a bunch on second down. The give is to Miller. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. First play of this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. The run inside. It's Turner. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
The Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Left side is Hicks. And touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
Throwing Angelic. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Trying to take it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. On the move. Slings it downfield. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
I mean, some quarterbacks have a hard enough time just completing passes in the pocket, but to do it on the run, like when you got that kind of speed and that kind of momentum going, it takes a special kind of athlete, and that quarterback, he's a different breed.
Out wide right, it's Hicks. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Out wide left, it's Kent. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. What?
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quick give. It's Turner. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Fires to the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll be a a turnover on downs. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Rush right in his face. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB and he gets the safety.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. 2nd and long here. Hits inside, it's Turner. Still running at the 40. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Sells the run, looking to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Fires on the move. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Angelic setting up the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team. Touchdown, Orange! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Drops back on 1st down. Buys time to his left. He's going to run it. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to take off. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Makes the catch. It's Yates. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Looking to the big tight end. Left side is Kenton. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Now over to your game inside Acrisure Stadium. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Round and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to sneak it. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside. It's Turner. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Slides past the stick. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Panthers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Tells the run, wants to pass. He'll get rid of it. Right side, it's Yates. Snags it, and he's open. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch catch. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Following the play, there is a Pitt Panther slow to get up. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Steve Angeli Got a man. It's Weaver. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Miller. Could not make his way to the corner. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Searching for space. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Pittsburgh sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. On the stop. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing and jelly. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Long way to go on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Right side, it's Weaver. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Orange, after the big pass play, might just throw it again. Wants to throw on 1st. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. And Jelly. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. And Jelly from the gun on 3rd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. And Jelly to throw for it on 4th. Look out. And they got it.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running the red zone, it's Turner. Touchdown, Panther! And they take it in for 6 more points. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. They've They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Steve Angeli. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Second and long here. Again, it's Angeli. Out wide left, it's Miller. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Caught, and he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Syracuse right back at it. From the gun on third down, Steve Angeli. Complete. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Tempo and overdrive. Throwing Angeli. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Syracuse. Makes the grab in the corner. The AT unit on the field.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The offense down there. The Orange call their 3rd timeout, and that's the last time they can stop the clock. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Right at the line. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight.
Number 91.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. And Jelly quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Syracuse right back at it.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be
looking long. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. And Jelly from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.